Hello and welcome to Moments with God, your one stop station for your daily inspirational reflection with God. A subsidy of the Rich Samaritan Organization, the nonprofit companion enriching the lives of those in need, and the branch of God's Son's Outreach Ministry. A search for God has sparked many efforts to find or define Him in light of the many great wonders of the heavens and the earth in which we're now engulfed. Many have gone as far as creating images and carved stones to present his deity, while others speak to marvelous encounters with him they've claimed was a moment of true change in their awareness to life and its meaning. For those who haven't lost their enthusiasm about God to the tangible world, a more fulfilling reality may be experienced when the realm of the intangible is considered, where a search for God may add a dimensional light to an otherwise unlit lamp, or give meaning to words and actions that may not have an equivalent in the tangible world of the flesh. Jacob, in the Old Testament, as an expression of his encounter with God, pressed his people to carve an altar with their jewelry. That's read in Genesis 35. Beginning with verse 3, "Then let us arise and go to Bethel, so that I may make there an altar to the God who answers me in the day of my distress and has been with me wherever I have gone." So they gave to Jacob all the foreign gods that they had, and the rings that were in their ears. Jacob hid them under the terebinth tree that was near Shechem. And as they journeyed, a terror from God fell upon the cities that were around them, so that they did not pursue the sons of Jacob. And Jacob came to Luth, that is Bethel, which is in the land of Canaan, he and all the people who were with him. And there he built an altar, and called the place El Bethel, because there God had revealed himself to him when he fled from his brother. Paul, on the other hand, whom Christ almost blinded by light, changed from one of the most stern persecutors of the law of stones to the most zealous prophet on whom the church owes most of its foundational doctrines today. In Galatians 1, verse 10, "For am I now seeking the approval of men or of God? Or am I trying to please men? If I were still trying to please men, I would not be a servant of Christ. For I would have you know, brothers, that the gospel that was preached by me is not a man's gospel, for I did not receive it from any man, nor was I taught it, but I received it through a revelation of Jesus Christ. For you have heard of my former life in Judaism, how I persecuted the church of God violently and tried to destroy it. And I was advancing in Judaism beyond many of my own age among my people. So extremely zealous was I for the traditions of my fathers. But when he who set me apart before I was born, and who called me by his grace, was pleased to reveal his Son to me in order that I might preach him among the Gentiles, I did not immediately consult with anyone, nor did I go up to Jerusalem to those who were apostles before me, but I went away into Arabia and returned again to Damascus." So let me leave you with this final thought. Seen in altars of stones, there is no limit on the revelations of Jesus Christ. This concludes today's episode of Moments with God. We'd like to thank you for tuning into our station and pray the words of Christ have nourished your souls. Don't forget to show us your support by sending us your requests, prayers, and donations. We may be reached at www.richsamaritan.org or by calling 877 for God's Son. That's 877-446-3776. We'll leave you in God's love and care until we meet again in another series of Moments with God.